Can your IRA or 401k stand up to the next financial crisis that our top economists are saying is at our doorsteps? By allocating a percentage of your retirement into physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover, you can diversify and safeguard your holdings from turbulent markets and economic downturns by putting your IRA back on the gold standard. With a multi-trillion-dollar trade deficit and geopolitical instability, experts say now is the time to make the switch. Find out how to safeguard your assets with a tax-free rollover with the Genesis Gold IRA, the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Protect your retirement today with one simple phone call and receive your free gold and silver guide. Call Genesis Gold Group today at 800-200-GOLD and find out how you can add precious metal to your IRA. That's 800-200-4653 or visit us at https://SIBO-and-SNAPAGold.com. Genesis Gold Group, empowering faith-driven stewardship.
Man, guess who was up on Fox News in New York?
Who?
That old Lou Valentino. Shout out to Lou Valentino,
Let's
man.
go. Come on, Lou.
He getting up there, he turned into a voice. He got the Benny Johnson going on out there, man.
Yeah, I love it. I've been looking at his content. He switched some things up and he's really out there doing some, investigative reporting. Let's go.
I want to check this Fox clip out.
Congrats, Lou.
Congrats. I want to check this clip out, man.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
So former President Trump heading to the Bronx this Thursday for his first rally in New York since 2016. And already residents are holding their own events in support while encouraging others to register to vote. Watch.
But Republicans, you have to
Look at him.
To the hood. Even if you think it's, oh my God, it's too dangerous. It doesn't matter. If Trump, with 87, 90, I don't know how many counts, how many charges he got, if he can make time to go to the Bronx, then you got no excuses to go to the Bronx.
Come on, Lou.
Let's go.
Valentino is the New Yorker speaking.
Look at that Superman slick hair, that Clark Kent.
Right now live with us. So
I love
you said
it.
if Donald Trump can do it, and he has all these counts again, every Republican should be coming to the Bronx. Why?
Well, I think this is an opportunity Republicans should not let go. This is where you go in now. Throughout the years, I've never heard of a Republican going to the Bronx. So seeing Trump make the effort with everything going on, what is the excuses for Republicans and conservatives?
So I tell people on there all the time that I see the support in Black America. You see it in the barbershop, you see it in Chicago, you see it in the Bronx. What are you hearing from people when you're hosting these type of events?
Well, I wasn't hosting this one, but I was asked to speak, and that's why I gave that passionate speech. Shout out to those who did it, Latina Brown, Derek Gibson, people from the Bronx. And it's crazy because to me, I couldn't believe that people from the Bronx wanted to do a rally for Trump. And now I'm hearing that he's coming to the Bronx. And I think the Democrats have been dropping the ball. I mean, you see crime, you see a woman being dragged with a belt, you see all type of stuff happening in the Bronx, and they're just gaslighting it, acting like it's not happening. So I just think it's the perfect opportunity for people to speak up. And
That's right.
A lot of bad things are happening. A lot of people can't afford groceries. And Trump is speaking to those people in those barbershops or people that just can't afford this lifestyle that they had probably 4 to 5 years ago. So
Wow.
this is just, I think, once in a lifetime opportunity. You can't do it. And I just want to say one thing. The Bronx voted 83, almost 90% for Trump. I mean, for Biden,
Wow.
for Trump.
Yeah.
The fact that Trump is going there to a spot that is deep blue, that should send a deep message to Republicans once again. Step up your game.
Yeah. You were telling me one lady said that she doesn't want welfare. She wants jobs in the Bronx. I want to play this message from the current president of the United States. This was his message to Black Americans at Morehouse. Watch.
Before I even play it, boo, boo.
You missed your high school graduation. You started college just as George Floyd was murdered.
Race baiter.
And there was a reckoning on race. What is democracy? If black men are being killed in the street, what is democracy? The trail of broken promises still leave black communities behind. What is democracy? You have to be 10 times better than anyone else to get a fair shot.
What?
Most of all, What does it mean, as we've heard before, to be a black man who loves his country, even if it doesn't love him back in equal measure?
Is he talking about the 60s or the
Right.
Race baiter.
See?
Wow.
What years are he talking about? He's talking about the current years?
He is trapped in a time warp. Every time Every time I see him, I just think of ancient.
Whoa.
Cryptic.
It ain't even the fact
sorry.
It's not even the fact that he's in a time warp, but it's the fact that he's used that opportunity in front of all those black people. So he's like, let me use this opportunity to race bait.
Yeah.
Imagine you going to college for 4 years, ready to, hit the world, start
Right.
a career, and this guy's trying to set you back.
Exactly.
I don't know, civil rights. I don't know what's going on with the Democrats. This role that they're trying to play, instead of pulling up and saying, well, here we go. This is your time. Congratulations. Let's kill it. Let's do our best. Nah, you know what? Lawrence, they don't love you like that.
Yeah. Do you think they have any confidence in us? Because to go to Morehouse is one of the most historical black colleges, as we know, but it's hard to get into Morehouse. You're going to have a degree from Morehouse, go out onto the work field, and he's saying you still can't make. I mean, why even try at that point?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's tough. It's like the Kathy Hochul effect, right? Yeah. Unfortunately, liberals just have this way of speaking down on black people. I mean, she said that kids growing up today don't even know what a computer is, right? Mm-hmm. Specifically black kids in the Bronx. So that lets you know how they really think about you and how Democrats feel they have to do no work to get the black vote or the
Look at
Hispanic
that. Got that back turn.
I think that's going to change this year.
Such a good point. I forgot about that. We don't even know how to work.
Wow,
computers.
let's go.
Lou, thank you so much.
Thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it.
Wow.
Yeah, we don't know how to work computers. We barely know how to take care of our babies. We don't know how to keep them. We don't know what to do with it. We just
how many kids
ignorant monkeys. That's what they want.
I mean,
that comfort. Do you hear the Republican Party get talking like that? Do you hear the red side?
Warp.
The red side don't even. It's a lot of stuff that the red side does that will do or say that I don't agree with. But they're not going to sit there with the mindset of black people being held back. They're like, what y'all going to do about it? What you going to do to change your situation? And then you got people like Biden up there just saying that you don't have a chance.
Wasted trip.
He'll say you don't have a chance and it's going to be harder. It's 10 times harder. That's a lie. Ain't no 10 times harder. What? To do this? What are you going after jobs that everybody and their mom going after? You going to the same jobs or something? Like what? I mean.
Good question. I don't know. I'm like, is he still? That's my
He's still
thing.
race
Is he
baiting.
still talking about that?
He still got that one look.
Still on that?
That one little card.
It's 2024, bro.
Oh, you got to work 10 times harder. That sounds like something from the 50s.
How? How do you have to work 10 times harder? I'm not saying that you don't have to work and put some elbow grease in it, because you may have to get out here and work hard for a little while, but also smart.
That sounds like a message that you would say for a black kid back in the 40s or 50s that finally graduated college. It's going to be 10 times harder than a white kid. Man, get out of here. No, 2024? Bro, you can get on the internet.
It's too many things that don't even require a race preference for you to be successful in. Like, let's just say technology, for instance. Content creation. You have content creators of all ethnic groups from all over the world who are very successful. Let's just use that as an example, as one area a person can go, a graduate from Morehouse can go into. I mean, so entrepreneurship, another area. But it's so many different, things that they can do. But that's not something I wouldn't want to hear that. And this is my commencement.
You're like, oh my God, I went to school for it. It's going to be that hard. The president is saying it out of his mouth.
And then
you hear it from the president.
He's making it seem as if because of the color of your skin, you have a disadvantage. That's what his whole presidency, his whole life in politics has been on that.
And what they're not showing in that clip is, one, the black students are you got several black students that turn their back to him. They showed that little bit of clip of it, but it was actually where they're turning their back to him. And then he got an honorary doctor from Morehouse. We just needed we must have just needed somebody that
I'm
day.
about to say, out of all people, for them to do this commencement speech, they got him of all people. My gosh.
They could have got so many.
Anybody but him.
Yeah. He used that race. He was using a race baiting card right there. And I don't know why every time he goes to a black school, he got to use the race baiting card to feel like he can they can understand him if you use the race bait stuff. No, do you go talking like that everywhere else you go? Child, please get out of there. Get out of there. And don't turn somebody off. That'll make you feel like, what the point of that going through this degree? I'm already not a, y'all know how I feel about just still trying to go to college in this day and age. But to say that at the graduation, that's a put off. That means that make you feel like as soon as I get about this thing, I got to go be a Starbucks barista.
I mean,
not saying that
there's nothing wrong with someone working at Starbucks.
That's not your goal when you straight come out of college.
There's nothing wrong with going to college. Depends on what you're studying and what you want to do. But I'm just saying that I just feel like it's so many great people out here to come and give a hard-hitting speech.
Wait, no, pause that. There is something wrong with going through all that school education to go to work at Starbucks barista. You could have skipped over all that.
Of course.
To go to the
right.
You have to go through all that schooling and money.
I know, but the way you said it didn't
sound like I downgraded.
Yeah, it didn't make it sound like that. So what I was saying was that out of all the people, successful people from all over the world could have come to Morehouse. They picked Joe. Why?
They could have skipped him.
Exactly.
They could have skipped that.
Why?
But anyway, let that one ride.
Y'all know how we feel about him. I just felt like.
But shout out to Lou, man, for that his news moments of fame. I didn't know he was setting up meetings and doing things in the Bronx and different places where they would set up and talk about this. So Lou went full gung ho, man. Shout out to him, man.
Exactly. Yep. Considering too with his channel being in the status that it is, and hopefully it's going to turn around for him, because I just see him doing great things. Plus he's also on Rumble, so you guys go and check him out over there as well.
I think locals.
Okay. But yeah, we've seen such a great transformation with how he does his content, and his really deep concern for his community and putting out the facts and the truth and doing this investigative reporter. I love it. I love it. I love it. Keep up the great work, Lou.
And I like how he represented himself. He knew exactly what you wanted to say. You didn't fumble, and then he communicated the message thoroughly. Especially how we feel about it from the YouTubing space. So shout out to him, man.
Keep it up, Lou.
All right, y'all, man. 2024, be more.
Talk less.
We'll see you on the next one. Say it with your chest.
Yeah.